Are you looking to bring more love and empathy into your massage practice so that you can be of greater service to your community? Hi, I'm Debbie K. Barker and I am a practitioner and trainer of Lomi Lomi Massage. Here we dive deep into therapeutic techniques that go beyond the surface. My passion lies in bringing together energy workers, massage therapists and body workers from diverse backgrounds, all who share a common desire, and that is to bring more aloha and simplicity and compassion to their healing sessions. In this video, I want to share with you 3 main points on how you can bring more love and empathy into your massage sessions. So I wanted to mention that if you're interested in growing your holistic practice, then I've put together a list of my 50 top tips to grow your practice with ease. And I'll make sure I put the link below in this video for you to check it out if you want to. Okay, so let's jump into the video. Being present with your clients. Now, I know that we are there in our physical form, but what about your mental form? Are you actually there with your clients in that moment? Are you focused on them and their needs? Because if you're like me, and I'm sure you are human. And especially when you're in a 2-hour long session, you can't always be physically mindful of where you are in that moment. There will be times when your mind will start to wander and you'll think of other things and you'll think about what bills you have to pay or what your hubbies are doing or what your kids are doing, all those kinds of things. But what do you do when you catch yourself in that moment and you need to bring yourself back into the session and really focus in on what the client is needing? Now, for me, that is just a simple process where I become aware of it, that I'm actually no longer present, and I go, crap, I will come back and I'll go, righto, I'm massaging the leg right now. What can I feel? You know, really focus in on that leg, really zone in. And then I let my expansion broaden. So I'll listen to their breathing. I may sneak a quick look at their intake form just to get a quick refresher on what the client is wanting for their session today. So that's one technique I want to share with you about how you can be present with your clients. And go easy on yourself. You are not going to be perfect. None of us are, and we all will wander in our mindset from time to time. But your clients can actually feel when you are not there. And I'm sure if you've ever had a massage session somewhere else, you would know very well when you've been on the table and you know that the therapist is not really there. They've booked you in for the hour and they've got somebody else booked in behind you, and you basically are just like a slot machine, right? You can feel the difference between having one of those kind of treatments and then having a treatment where the therapist is really paying attention to what you're needing. So that is what tip number 1 is to be fully present with your clients. Tip number 2 is bring a touch of aloha to your sessions. So what I mean when I say bring a touch of aloha, I mean focus your massage techniques on what the client is ready to receive in that moment. Now, I know that you are probably a very good therapist and you have lots of tools in your toolkit, lots of techniques that you have learnt. And one of the things that we can do as therapists is actually get caught in our ego and want to share all of these techniques with our clients. Now, I know that I used to do that in the beginning when I first started, and I'll come back to that and I'll share a story about that. And I'm sure I'm not the only therapist who has done it. But are you tailoring your session to meet the clients where they are ready to receive the work? because sometimes as therapists, we know what the client needs. But if they're not ready to receive that work, then it can be a bit of a double-edged sword. So through my experience, it's best to meet them where they're at, give them a little extra, but not overwhelm them too much. So I want to share with you one story about me, and I'm sure this is something that you can probably relate to as well. When I first did my very first Lomi course, I came out of it all excited and just really keen to share everything with my clients. And I was very proud of what I was doing. So I came back to my local community, which was like a very conservative community that I live in, and I started to do some body work. And I was full on doing shamanic work and, emotional release, healing, all that kind of stuff. I literally probably freaked out 90% of my clientele because I was doing some stuff and sharing some techniques with them that they were nowhere near ready to receive. So very early on in my practice, I probably burnt a fair few bridges. I had to let go of my ego. I had to pull my techniques back and offer clients techniques that they were ready to receive. But I didn't want to lose my Lomi Lomi skills. So what I did was actually did some research, lots of research, not some, lots, because I wanted to still work with Aloha Spirit. That was very important to me. But I realized that the temple style Lomi Lomi or Kahuna massage was not easily received in my community. Now, I'll be honest with you, I am going back nearly 20 years ago now, so things have changed as they do, which is great. But you have to be mindful of what you're doing and the techniques that you're using. So I went and deliberately sought out teachers of Lomi who practice other lineages. So they weren't doing temple style Lomi Lomi. They were doing other styles of Lomi Lomi. And I didn't know that beforehand. I just thought Lomi Lomi was temple style or Kahuna massage. And it is the most commercialized form of Lomi Lomi by far. There's no disputing that. But what I did learn that there's about 56, and I'm sure there's a lot more of different styles of Lomi out there. So I went and searched out a fair few of them and studied with them. And then I was able to blend the two together. And in doing that, I actually shared more with my clients. They were able to receive Lomi at a level that they were comfortable with. And then as they progressed, I could sort of share more and more of the temple style Lomi Lomi with them. So that's something to think about. If you have been studying a bodywork system, whatever system that is, are you blending it or pulling it back just a little bit so that your clients can receive it? Or are you just so excited and you think that your modality is a bee's knees and you want to get it there and share everything with them, and you could potentially be repelling your clients? So just something to think about. At the end of the day, there's one simple truth. It's aloha. It's love. It's that divine breath of love that flows through us. It's our birthright. We are all born with it. Unfortunately, a lot of us experience trauma in our lives, and that can disappear. However, it's in us. It's buried deep within us. If we can work with the Aloha Spirit and incorporate that in ourselves, then when we are working, that will flow out through our hands and into our clients. And they have this beautiful exchange thing happening within them as well. So once they feel relaxed in their physical form, then they are able to experience that aloha and experience that strong change in the emotional and spiritual bodies through that divine breath of aloha. You have it in you. So just tap into that. Be kind to yourself. Explore what aloha means to you. Explore that what loving energy you have and how you want to be of service to your clientele, and pour that into your treatments. And if you are fully present with your clients, they will feel that, and then you will have so much more love and empathy for your clients, and in turn that will flow right back to you, because it's a big, beautiful circle. Tip number 3, are you able to hold space for your clients for their own personal healing? Now, this can mean so many things, but for me, it is about being present with your clients and listening to what they are needing help with. Are they holding on to resentment from the past or past traumas that's just tying them up in their body? If you are, you may benefit from learning more about Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian forgiveness practice, and there are many different versions of it. Every family in Hawaii has a lineage, and each lineage has their own style of Lomi Lomi, of Ho'oponopono that they practice. So do your research, find out. I know we have that very famous phrasing, which is, I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, and thank you. But there is a lot more to Ho'oponopono than those 4 phrases. So if you want to, make sure that you go and explore some of those. So I want to talk a little briefly about Ho'oponopono. It is about creating balance in your life. The intention is to let go of 4 negative energies, which is your fear, your sadness, envy, and jealousy, because these 4 things actually create knots in the body. And when you are able to work with somebody on a physical level to help reduce those knots, then you can also reduce them on an emotional and spiritual level with them. When your clients are ready to do the work and work through the process of letting go of the energy around those situations, and they sort of start to develop acceptance and understanding as to why things occurred in their lives and the blessings that they got from that. And as a massage therapist or body worker, you are in a beautiful, unique situation to really help your clients heal on all those different levels of being physical body, emotional, and spiritual well-being as well, which is what we are all here for in our holistic wellness practice, whatever form that takes. So are you being actively listening to your clients? Are you really listening to what they are needing to let go of, what they are wanting to work on? Yes, they will present to you with a physical disease or disease in their body, but we all know that there's underlying causes for these issues. And if you can support your clients to work through the process and release the trauma around them, then I'm sure that they are going to be amazed by your healing gifts. Once you have mastered bringing more love and empathy into your massage sessions, then the next step is to actually build your holistic healing practice. So if you want to, make sure that you download the 50 tips that I've put together for you to help grow your wellness practice with ease. If you are new here, then make sure that you subscribe, can't even say the word, subscribe to my channel, and I will pop a new video up next week for you to have a look at. So until then, I will see you guys.